trying to get organized because I don't know where to start. But first of all, I'm Sarah, Love Sock Wool, episode 48. Welcome to another episode of sock goodness. It's beautiful outside, so I decided I would try to record on the back porch. Hopefully this will be pleasant for you. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll probably have to stop and check the sound in just a second. So I don't have a whole lot of, I have a lot of stuff to talk about and a lot of stuff to show you. I don't know what order I'm going to do it in. So we're just gonna roll with it, see how it goes. I don't think I have any finished pairs of socks. I have a few single socks, and that's it. But I've cast on like 47 gajillion more socks because that's what I do. So let me show you what I have finished first in the sock department. But I've got my Hippo bag here, so I've been working a lot on my Hippo socks by Lilo Did It. And I have 3 finished. I'm trying to remember what I showed you last time. Was I finished with Hippo for Cinco? This is just the first sock though. So this is Hippo for Cinco on the MCN base by the beautiful Lauren of Lilo Did It with a Fortunate Son contrast heel and toe. First sock, do not have the second one cast on yet. I have finished Hippo for St. Patrick's Day, which you saw the whip in the previous photo at the orthodontist. And this is Shamrock, and these are of course Fish Lips Kiss heels. And so I have a little Lolo of Shamrock, and I have not cast on the second one of these either, and this is on the plush base. Hippo for Easter, first sock. And then I did Magical Girl by Jinx Yarn for heels and toes. I do have the second Hippo for Easter on the go, which is wonderful. Today is Wednesday, May 31st, by the way. This is the last day of May. It's the last day of our of Green Gables along our Along. And I'll show you my Anne sock. I'm almost done with my first Anne sock. That is as far as I got. So I hope you guys have enjoyed knitting Anne stuff. And I will close the finished object thread for that. My mom is sending me pictures on Messenger. They're in Italy right now. Stinkers. Okay, so I will pick winners tomorrow morning. So it's Wednesday, but I will record that segment tomorrow on June 1st. And so this will get uploaded tomorrow sometime, hopefully. Isn't Hippo for Easter beautiful? I love it. So I'm down the foot. I could probably finish it in a couple days if I apply myself, but I never do, so who knows when it'll get done. So those are my first socks that I have finished. And I have Kiss a Wookiee. This is also Lolo Did It. I believe this is Princess Leia inspired. So I put that photo there of Han and Leia. Is it Leia saying I'd as soon kiss a Wookiee? Or is it Han? I don't know. I need to go watch that movie again because I'm not sure. And this is a little Lolo in Wonka. And this is the Everyday sock base by Lilo Did It, which is her 7525, and I love it. And I've got the yarn caked up, ready to cast on the second one. I just haven't done it yet. Too many socks, so little time. So tomorrow is the beginning of the Brontealong, and I still haven't opened up the chatter thread for that, and I apologize. I will do all that first thing June 1st tomorrow morning. And so we can chatter away about Bronte books, our favorite novels, our favorite film adaptations, what yarns we're going to use, what we're going to knit. I will show you what I have actually already cast on in just a moment. Let me finish with socks though. I have more socks to show. So Ben and I, the one TV show that we watch together is Breaking Bad. I would not watch that show on my own. I would have no desire to watch that show on my own, but Ben really enjoys it because it's all like criminals and crime and drug dealers and criminal lawyers, and that's kind of his thing. So, not that he's a criminal, but he's a lawyer and he's very interested in all of that, all the aspects, because he used to do prosecution and he handled a lot of, and defense, and he handled a lot of drug cases. So Breaking Bad is very interesting to him. Although I do not watch it with children around. It is not appropriate. It's actually a terrible show. It's very terrible. I mean, the main character is the bad guy. But it's very well done and is very interesting. And so I am making Ben some Heisenberg Breaking Bad socks. And this is Lolo did it. Heisenberg is the Heisenberg blue for crystal meth, because he makes blue meth. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's not good to show. Don't watch it. But it's very interesting. So this is on the plush base. And it's wonderful and soft, and I'm so excited to make Ben Breaking Bad socks because he will get a kick out of these. And then this is sunglasses not included, and I picked this because it's like the coverall that Walt wears when he's in his lab. So, and I'm doing a traditional heel flap and gusset for Ben because I don't think the Fish Lips Kiss fits his foot very well. He needs the gusset, so I'm doing a heel flap for him. And I have my Pride and Prejudice stitch marker on my Heisenberg socks because that makes perfect sense. So that's all I have on the go so far for Ben. It is really a beautiful blue. I do enjoy it. Okay, other whips that I have on the go. Let's go back to Hippos for just a second because I want to show you Hippo for Dad came on Friday, I think. And this is on the MCN base. And look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Hold on, let me make it focus a little bit. Oh, it's so pretty. I didn't bring Hippo for Mom out here, but I have Hippo for Dad, and I had ordered some little Lolos. Hold on, I'm trying to get the light to fix. So I had gotten Fame as the contrast, but I'm not sure I want to use Fame for this. I might. Well, and I also got a Betty Davis eyes, but I'm not sure if I wanted to use that one either. So I also ordered Brown Eyed Girl, which hasn't come yet. I think it'll come tomorrow. And I think I'm going to use Brown Eyed Girl, which is more like this color. It's so beautiful. Look at that. So I'm really excited to get these on the go. And Hippo for Mom, which I haven't started either. I kind of feel like I need to get Hippo for Easter done before I cast on anymore. And St. Patty's and Cinco. Clearly I'm behind, but there's no way I can catch up. It's okay. Okay, other socks that I have cast on. Oh, let me show you my Ann sock. Where did I put it? I think it's in this bag. Okay, so I'm at the toe of my beautiful Yarn at Home Mom Anne of Green Gables sock, which is so fun and beautiful. Look, it's like Green Gables and Anne's red hair and little black speckles could be Diana's hair. And then I have puff sleeves by Adelaide Cottage for heels and toes, which I had said last time that's what I wanted to do, and that is what I did. So this is by Adelaide Cottage, the beautiful, talented Shauna. She has so many pretty Anne of Green Gables colorways. So I'm hoping when I'm finished with this pair, I'll knit puff sleeve socks with Anne of Green Gables heels and toes. I think that'll be fun. Okay, so that's my Ann sock. So this should be done by this evening, I hope. And I want to get the second one cast on as soon as possible. Okay. Random cast-ons. This is Woolen Vine Yarns. I cast this on a couple weeks ago, and this is her Fig Bash colorway that I have just been drooling over ever since I got it back before Christmas in 2016. And I've had it wound up forever, but never got around to casting it on. So I finally did, and I am down the foot. Fish Lips Kiss Heel. This colorway is just so beautiful. Like, it's very, I don't know, it's very vintage looking. It's really pretty. It's on the Blitz base, and I'm using a 9-inch Clover circular needle, which I am finding that these are my favorite 9-inch circs, the clovers. Little Women, because, and then this is a cute little postcard stitch marker. It just kind of matches, doesn't it? Just, everything's old-timey and cute. Okay. Look at this yarn. Look at it. It's so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of her Pandora colorway, except more gold and like this really pale vintagey blue. I adore it. I think it's my favorite Voile and Vine colorway ever. And right now I have it in this beautiful bag that sweet Jody of Accidental Bliss on Etsy, she sent this to me and I adore it. Look at this beautiful bag. It's a drawstring, this pretty applique, and then look at, okay, you have to see the inside of this. It's perfect. It's got like words like peace and joy, quilting, sewing, chocolate, color. What else? Okay, look, knitting, yarn, needles, knitting needles. It's so pretty. Jody, thank you so much for this. I adore it. She also sent me, what is it? Peeps and jelly beans. Isn't this beautiful? I'm just dying to cast this on. I just love it so much. Thank you so much, Jody, for sending me this. And she has so kindly given us a coupon code for my podcast viewers. It's Accidental Bliss 15, and I'll put it in the down bar so you won't forget, and I'll put a link to her Etsy shop in the down bar right here on YouTube. Okay, so you can go check out her beautiful project bags. They're very unique, like patchworky and applique, just really neat. And a lot of them with denim, which is so classic, so old-timey looking. I love this fabric right here. So pretty. I love it. Love a good drawstring. I need to learn how to do these. I'm gonna work on that. I don't know when it'll happen, but one of these days I'm gonna make drawstring bags. Okay. Well, wait, let me put Voile and Vine back in here. Okay, do I have more socks? Of course there are more socks. Just you wait. Okay. Star Wars bag. Droids. Darth Vader. Princess Leia. So this is Mustache Yarns, one of her Star Wars colorways, Princess Leia, and I'm down the front. I mean, I could finish this pretty quickly if I had the time. I took this to the movie theater Monday night we just had Memorial Day here in the States on Monday, so there was no school or work. And in the evening, I took the kids and my sister-in-law Jessie, and we went to see the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And I took this with me because I was already down the foot. I put a 9-inch circular needle on it so that I could just knit away in the dark and watch the Pirates movie. And as I'm knitting in the dark in the movie theater, I could just tell something wasn't quite right. Like I probably had dropped a stitch, but you can't fix it in the movie theater. I'd have to get up and go to the bathroom to go figure out, like, not go to the bathroom, but like get up and go out to where there's light so I could fix it. But I didn't want to do that, so I had to put it down and stop it. So when I got home, I pulled it out, and I had this weird, like, thick, loose layer of ladders. I have no idea what I did because I didn't drop a stitch, but it looked like I had dropped a stitch, but I hadn't. So I ended up having to rip out a chunk of it. So it was kind of pointless. Apparently I need to just go to a movie theater and just watch the movie and not try to knit, because every time I go, this happens, and then I have to rip out everything I knit. So anyway, I'm probably a little bit further along than I would have been otherwise. But yes, it's really pretty and I love it. And these are going to be for Priscilla for Christmas. And I only have one. It'll be a mismatched pair. I have Han, and I'll cast that one on when I finish the sock. Okay. Oh, and here's Accidental Bliss's card. I don't know if that is focusing or not, but But she is on Etsy as Accidental Bliss. And look at this beautiful stitch mark. It's so beautiful. It's a little birdie. Isn't that pretty? I just flashed you my scar. So remember how I said I cut my finger and I had to get stitches in my pinky finger because I broke a glass in the kitchen? So I got the stitches out. I got the stitches out last time I recorded. But I've got a pretty good little scar there. It's kind of sensitive. Like, I mean, like, I can move my hand and everything, but I have to be careful with it because, like, the skin here is just very sensitive. So I was worried about it last night because I was like, oh no, is it getting infected? I don't think it is. I think it's just, it was a bad cut and it's going to be a bad scar, I think. So anyway, it's crazy the number of times I've injured myself in the last couple weeks. It's because I'm getting old. Can't even walk straight anymore. All right, what else can I show you? I think I will show you now the Wookiee mystery wrap that I have been working on. So I'm on clue 2. No, I'm not. I'm on clue 3. If you don't want to be spoiled because you're working on it, then look away by all means, but probably you will have seen it by now because it's all over Instagram. And tomorrow's Thursday and clue 4 will be released, so yeah, just look at it, okay? So this is my progress, and I'm not done with clue 3. I don't think I'm going to be able to get done with it in time for clue 4 to come out because I'm using US 5s even though the pattern calls for a 6. And I had placed an order with Knit Picks for some new size 5 needles because I'm not enjoying these Knitter's Pride Dreams ones. So this is kind of on hold a little bit until I get my new needles, which should come tomorrow. But the mail is just butt crack slow right now because of Memorial Day. So I'm like waiting on 47,000 packages. Nothing is coming. Everything's delayed. So I can't really work on this until I get my new needles. But I can tell you my yarns, and it is a lovely knit. So you're knitting 2 triangles, and I've got the other triangle started. This is just clue 1, and that is as far as I've gotten. I'm not going to try to keep up with both triangles because there's no way. I can't do it. So I'm just going to try to keep up with 1 triangle, and then I'll go back and catch up with the second one. Hopefully over the course of the summer, because I really do want to finish this. It's really beautiful, and Wookiee is a wonderful designer, and I really want to see what happens. Like, I want to know, I want to see it to completion. So the yarns I have chosen are which are actually a little bit different than my last podcast. So I'm using Hello Gorgeous, which I think I swapped out. I was going to use Jilted Rose by Vine, and I'm still hoarding that. I can't wind it up yet. So I've got beautiful Hello Gorgeous in the MCN by Lolo Did It. This is Vine, a free swim colorway. I think it's called Kitschy. And then this is Hedgehog Bramble. The green is Lady Man Fiber Arts Rumor Has It, which I adore. And then color 5 is Hedgehog Fibers Copper Penny. Now, I have since decided after knitting the Bramble that I didn't like the way it was knitting up. I didn't like the gauge I was getting. So I have switched my color 3 to Adelaide Cottage Raspberry Cordial. So I kind of had a switcheroo there, but whatever. I don't care. It's fine. I like it better that way. And then I can save Bramble for socks because I really want to knit socks. I think I just don't like the gauge I get in Shawls with the hedgehog sock. It's too loose. The plies, like it's almost like becomes unplied. It's strange, but it doesn't do that with socks. So I just am not crazy how it knits up. I mean, it looks pretty, but it's just very loose. And I like Shauna's Raspberry Cordial better. So that's what I'm gonna go with. So there we go. There you have it. The Wookiee mystery wrap. Are you knitting yours? Are you able to keep up? That's a lot of knitting. I don't see how I could possibly knit 2 triangles, each clue times 2 in a week. I don't think I could do it. Although it would have to be the only thing I ever knit. And I don't do that. I don't just knit one thing. That's ridiculous. Okay, so this is Raspberry Cordial. So this will be my new speckle one. And then this is Kitschy by Vine. This is Hello Gorgeous by Lolo Did It. Everything is getting completely unraveled. I love this color. It's so pretty. I've been obsessed with anything mauve, and it's because of Shauna and Kirsten's Mauve-along that they're hosting. I want to participate in that, but I'm the world's worst knit-along. I'm the world's worst knit-along hostess and participant. So I apologize to the world for that, but you know, there's only enough hours in one day. Okay, look at this green by Leading Then Fiber Arts. Isn't that gorgeous? It glows. It's so pretty. It's called Rumor Has It. And then the Copper Penny by Hedgehog. So that is my Wookiee mystery wrap. And I did go ahead and, so that's this, obviously the triangle I'm working on. But then my other triangle, the one that only has clue 1 finished, I did go ahead and, hold on, I'm getting organized here. So I got one of these totes at Joann's. They were like 50% off. And they do have all of the yarns wound up there so that when I am ready to go back and do the second one, everything's all ready to go. So I don't have to worry about like, oh, am I gonna have enough yarn, or you know, if I wanted to go ahead and start working on the second triangle now, I can, but probably won't, but I could. I have that option. Okay, let me now show you what I have cast on for the Brontealong. I have a couple of Jane Eyre inspired colorways by Shauna of Adelaide Cottage in Reader, I Married Him, and Mr. Rochester in the Twinkle, her Twinkle base, so it's sparkly, and this is her 80/20. So I have cast on the High Plains Drifter shawl. I printed out the pattern. It's in black and white, but this is the pattern. This is the designer. The designer is Kirsten Hipsky, and I think she's K Hipsky on Instagram. There she is, and this is a free pattern, and it is, so like, that's the pattern right here. It's literally 2 rows. So what you do is you cast on, and it's all garter, and on the right side row you're just creating yarn overs at the stitch markers, and then the wrong side you're just knitting plain, and you just knit it until it's as big as you want. How perfect is that? So I love it, and I want to make like 25 more of them. I'll never be able to do that, but I would like to do that. See, look, I have Jane Eyre stitch marker. Isn't that wonderful? So I'm adding in a Mr. Rochester stripe, and whenever I feel like it, I'll go back to Reader, I Married Him, just randomly changing colors whenever I get bored. And I think I will also put in some Bertha Mason stripes, because she's in Jane Eyre too. You can't forget about her, even though she's stuffed away in the attic. Isn't that beautiful? Adelaide Cottage. Shauna is amazing. Bertha Mason, and this is on her Toasty Sock, the 80/20. I love it because it's like a wild, speckly colorway, just like Bertha. So whenever I feel like it, I will throw in some Bertha, and it'll just be all the characters from Jane Eyre in one shawl. And I'm using a US 5. You should cast one of these on, totally. The only thing I did differently from the pattern is she has you just casting on and just immediately putting on your stitch markers and doing your yarn overs and whatever. But I did a garter tab cast on just because I wanted, I don't know, I just felt like doing that. So that's what I did. So I just love this pattern because it's just mindless garter. I can watch all the Jane Eyre movies. I don't have to pay attention, but I get to knit with beautiful yarn and just enjoy the process. So, and I'm keeping it in my lovely Jane Eyre bag that Jilly made me, and I adore it and love it so much. It's wonderful. Thank you, Jilly, again. It's fantastic. Okay, now I do have 1 or 2 cozy memory squares, I think, since last time. Had I finished Puff Sleeves? I think I had finished Puff Sleeves. And then Reader, I Married Him. Isn't that pretty? I love this colorway, Reader, I Married Him. It is so intricate. Like as I'm knitting it, like I would say, like when you look at it, it reads, you know, kind of a vintagey gray. But as you're knitting it, like there's lavender, mauve, pale blue, like cream, and then almost like a dark brown. But it doesn't necessarily pop out at you when you're looking at the skein, but as you're knitting it, it shows up. Like, look at that. Look at the, like, that dark, almost like cadet blue. It's just, it's so beautiful. Shauna, you should always dye this colorway, always and forever, because it's just, it's so beautiful. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Okay. That might possibly be all I have for knitting. I think so. I do have some other Adelaide Cottage I can show you. So with my Mr. Rochester, I had to get another skein of Pop-Tarts on Twinkle because, oh, that's another sock I finished. I finished my first Pop-Tart sock, that the skein that Jilly sent me. Where did I put that? I don't know where it is. I have to go find it, but I did finish it. It's probably, I don't know where it is. But anyway, I enjoyed that colorway so much that I just needed to get it on the Twinkle because it's so darling. And this is like a paler, like more peachy pink one, whereas the other one I have on her MCN base is kind of more of a lavender mauve one. I love that they're so different. That it's so varied. That is just so beautiful. I can't stand it. I love it. Okay. Speaking of Hello Gorgeous by Lolo Did It. Yes. I had to get Dobby socks. Socks for Dobby. She had this in her shop a couple weeks ago, and I adore this. And it's mauvey, and I'm obsessed with mauve right now. It's so perfect. And this is on the everyday sock. I can't stand it. I did get Pinkman too for Breaking Bad, but that hasn't come yet. I think it'll come tomorrow. I hope. Everything's been delayed because of Memorial Day. These no mail days really throw everything off. Here's more sunglasses not included. You need sunglasses to knit with this. Okay. All right. Quilting. You may have seen on Instagram that I finished the Star Wars quilt for Marshall. And this is the Rainy Days quilt by Jira Brandbig. Quilt As You Go made modern. And here it be. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love the BB-8 fabric. The Ray fabric. And the R2-D2 Wookiee fabric. And this one, I love the faces. It's upside down, sorry, but. And then I just did a Star Wars flannel on the back with a fold-over binding. And it is so cozy, and Marshall really likes it. I'll insert a picture here of him sitting on his quilt in his room. So, and it's just a lap size quilt, but it's big enough to snuggle under and watch a movie, or he sleeps with it at night when he goes to bed. So I'm so happy I finished this. It's such a good feeling to have a finished quilt. These are 9-inch blocks, 30 of them. And the Rainy Days quilt goes together so quickly, it's not even funny. I think I've made like 3 of them now, and they fly by. They're just so fast. So I can't recommend it highly enough. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, let's talk about what we've been reading and watching. So we watched Rogue One on Thursday night because I had finished this quilt. I think I finished it on Wednesday last week, but Thursday night we had movie night because I didn't have to go to school the next day, so we rented Rogue One, which are these people. I don't know their names. I just know Jyn Erso. That's her arm right there. I don't know the other guys' names. And we snuggled under the Star Wars quilt. I knit on my Princess Leia sock, and we had fun. We ate popcorn, and then we had Memorial Day weekend, which was incredibly busy. We had a lot of grilling and cooking out, which was fun, but exhausting. Sunday, Ben's sister Jessie is in town visiting from out of the country, and so we took her bike riding all over St. Paul. We went to the French Meadow Bakery and had like half of a lunch. And then we biked to the cathedral in St. Paul, which is absolutely stunning. It's the most beautiful building. It's the most beautiful architectural structure, I think, in St. Paul is the cathedral, and it's situated on a hill. Like when the sun sets at night, it just glows. It's absolutely beautiful. And we stuck our heads inside just to look at the beauty of it. And then we biked on down further to W.A. Frost and had second lunch there. And then we biked from there to Whole Foods and had dessert and picked up a few groceries, and then we biked home. But it took like all afternoon. I was exhausted by the time we got back. And then Monday we cooked out more with family and friends, and then we went to see the movie. But I'm supposed to be talking about what I'm reading and watching, not recapping, so I apologize. So I am almost finished reading A Murder is Announced by Agatha Christie. I've read it at least 2 or 3 times. I think this is the 3rd time I've read it. It's so good. I always pick up on stuff that I didn't notice before. So that's been good. I need to get back to my Bronte books and finish Villette because I'm still only about halfway through that. But I will pick that one back up in June for the Brontealong. I would also like to reread Wuthering Heights because I haven't read that since high school. But that is my least favorite Bronte novel because it is so dark and sad. So maybe I won't. I don't know. I could read The Tenant of Wildfell Hall again. That one is really good. Have you seen the movie of that? That one is that's really good. The book and the movie. Like I said, we've been watching Breaking Bad. We're on season 3, I think, and there's 5 seasons. So I'm trying to get down the foot on my Breaking Bad socks so I can actually finish one of the socks while we're watching the series. I started watching the Father Brown mysteries with Arthur Weasley, and they're okay. They're not my favorite, but they're interesting, so I'll probably keep watching that. I love a good British mystery. And I had started to watch the Anne with an E series, and I got through episode 4, and I stopped watching it because the entire series is a complete desecration of the spirit of Ellen Montgomery, and I will not continue to watch it because it's absolutely a crap fest. It's horrible. It's a complete fabrication. I mean, it's like they're taking the characters from Anne of Green Gables and just creating something completely different that has absolutely nothing to do with the books or Ellen Montgomery. So yeah, I was super disappointed with how they chose to portray Anne of Green Gables because it's completely ridiculous, and I'm holding myself back because I was completely going to swear about it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to keep this professional, but I was so mad at what they did. with that show, the writer of the Anne with an E series is also one of the writers of Breaking Bad. So if that tells you anything, do you really want to see Anne of Green Gables as Heisenberg? I don't think so. What were they thinking picking her to be the writer of Anne of Green Gables, a beloved children's novel? And by the way, you really shouldn't watch that show with your children because they will be scarred. It's a children's book. It's a lovely story of hope and delight and imagination, and they have turned it into something dark and evil. I'm so mad about it. I was this close to I almost wanted to write the producers of that show and say, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? This is not Anne of Green Gables. Not even a little bit. Not even close. Okay, so end of rant. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anne of Green Gables series, or the Anne with the E series, was a huge disappointment. And I'm sorry if you liked it, but it's not Anne of Green Gables. I don't know what it is, but it's not the book. So don't watch it, or watch it. Just know that it's not going to be anything like what you read as a child. So yeah, I really want to watch the Anne of Green Gables series with Megan Follows because she is brilliant. I have the first series, the Anne of Green Gables movie, but I don't have the sequel, and I would really like to. There's not a way to stream the Anne of Green Gables movies online. It's not on Netflix. I don't think it's on iTunes. I think you only can get it on DVD, which is kind of a shame because, yeah, you would think that there would be a way that you could purchase it online, to stream online, but right now I don't think there is. Let's see, what else have we been watching? What else have we seen? I think that might be about it. So, yes, I apologize for ranting. If you enjoy watching the Anne with an E series, more power to you. I just was very disappointed in how they decided to portray it and I won't finish watching. I'm not even going to finish watching the series because it was so disturbing. What happened, honey? Do you want me to help you fix it? Okay, I think I'm done, and I will get the Bronte threads going, and let's get chattering about what we're gonna make for the Brontealong, and it will run through the end of August 31st. So I will let you go. Thanks for bearing with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, so I'm tacking this on at the end because I'm going to announce the winners for the Anne of Green Gables knit along that finished May 31st. Today is Thursday, June 1st. I recorded the episode that you just watched yesterday, so now it's officially the start of the Brontealong and the end of the Anne-along. So I will announce the winners here, and I've got, I think, a total of 15 prizes, and there were 89 entries in the finished object thread for the Anne-along. And so I've got everything all listed out, and I'll show you the prizes, and let's get right into it. So the first prize is this beautiful Stitch and You bag made by Ryan, and this is a huge prize. The bag, the main bag is absolutely beautiful. It comes with a notions pouch and tea, and I think there might be a stitch marker in here it's the zipper pull, but it's beautiful. You could use it as the zipper pull or as the progress keeper, and it's just absolutely beautiful. The gingham and the flowers. It's very Green Gables. Thank you, Ryan, for donating this. And the winner is post number 9, JP Music 15, and that is Jocelyn from West Virginia, and she knit a pair of socks. She also knit a bunch of other things too, but that post 9 is the socks. So congratulations, Jocelyn. And just to say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just ear burn everyone in the episode thread. So if you get ear burned, then that means you won a prize. So send me your address on Ravelry and I can get your prizes in the mail for you. Okay, the next prize is the Andre Sue Knits yarn and soap that was so kindly donated by Holland Handmade. And I have everything, all of the prizes are packaged up in clear poly bags just to keep everything neat and tidy. So isn't this a beautiful color? It's called Rainbird. Okay, so the winner is Woolly Bees, post 85, Cheryl from Massachusetts, and she knit Marilla's apron. So congratulations, Cheryl. Okay, next prize, post number 28, will be winning the Baron Vola yarn, also donated by Holland Handmade. Isn't that beautiful? That is such a gorgeous color. And also one of the Holland Handmade soaps. Post 28, Mystery Sewer, I'm sorry, Sandy from Canada. And she knit a pair of socks. So congratulations, Sandy. Okay, next prize. These are all the Holland Handmade ones. This gorgeous large project bag by Holland Handmade. Post number 17, Ravelry ID is LK1118. That's Lauren in New York, and she knit a beautiful green cabled hat with a pom-pom. It's very beautiful. So congratulations, Lauren, you won this bag. Okay, next prize is a pattern prize donated by Christina, the Cozy Knitter, and it's her beautiful Valentine sock pattern. And that is, the winner is post number 77, Sock Knitter, so SOCKNITR, Sock Knitter, and that is Deb. And she's in the US, but it didn't say on her profile where she is, and she knit a pair of socks, so you will win a sock pattern from designed by Christina, the Cozy Knitter. So congratulations. Okay, next prize is the beautiful Anne of Green Gables yarn by the Yarn at Home Mom. It's beautiful. I'm still knitting my socks. I cast on my second one last night, so I finished the first one. I did get the second one going. I will finish them eventually. But so kindly, Shannon, the Yarn at Home Mom, sent this skein along with my order back when I placed that order months ago at this point, and that was so generous of her to include a skein as a giveaway for our cow. And post number 50 is the winner, Knit Creations, Jennifer. You win the Yarn at Home Mom Anne of Green Gables, so congratulations. Okay, moving right along. The next winner is going to win this beautiful purple gradient yarn by Knit Circus, and this was donated by Marianne Kidd. Thank you, Marianne, for sending this. She sent this to me in a swap that we did, and I pulled this out as a giveaway because I think it's really pretty. And it's called Tiny Princess, and I believe it's Corriedale sock. So 75% Corriedale, 25% nylon, and it's already in two balls. So if you wanted to knit socks, you will have perfectly matching socks. So the winner of the purple gradient is post number 68. VT Kimmy Kim, or Kim from West Virginia. Congratulations. Okay, now the next 5 winners are going to win the Balsam Hollow shawl donated by the Knitting Pipeline, Sweet Paula. So thank you, Paula, for donating your beautiful Anne of Green Gables inspired shawl pattern. And the 5 winners are Opera Joanna, J. Dutka, or Jennifer, Apron Addict, Susie, and She's Knitting Socks, Jamie Lee, and the Happy Homemaker 05, and she didn't have a name, so I'm sorry. It's just Happy Homemaker 05. So if you heard your Ravelry ID, you won the Balsam Hollow shawl. So there are 5 patterns that Paula is donating of her shawl pattern. Okay, next prize is, the PEI treats, Prince Edward Island treats, donated by the Wheelhouse. She's a lovely Canadian, and she was visiting in Prince Edward Island and picked up all these treats. So there's a kind of like a framed picture of Anne sitting in the yard at Green Gables on a quilt. It's really pretty. You could probably, it's got like the mat around the edge, but you could easily put it in a frame once you get it. And then there's soap, there's chocolate, toffee, tea, and a little jar of raspberry preserves. So thank you so much to the Wheelhouse for donating this. This is a really lovely prize. I'm probably gonna have to find like a good bubble mailer to wrap this in, so that just to keep the preserves nice and intact. Okay, Hugs from Home, post number 15. Lori, you will win the Prince Edward Island treat, so congratulations. Okay, the next prize is a skein of hand-dyed yarn donated by Miss Rena, who is also in Canada. I think she is in Prince Edward Island, if I'm not mistaken, and her name is Loriana, and she is going to custom dye a skein of yarn for you. So I will put the winner in contact with her. I'll send a message to both of you so that you guys can chat and discuss. So the winner is post number 46, Peem, P-E-E-M, or Patty, and she's in the UK. And so I'll get the two of you hooked up so that you can discuss your skein of custom dyed hand-dyed yarn. And thank you so much, Miss Rena, for donating that. That's very, very kind and generous of you. Okay, I believe this is the last prize, which is a skein of Anne's Story by Leading Men Fiber Arts. It's so pretty. I have a skein of this as well. It's so beautiful. I hope that you can see it okay. I know it's in the wrapper, but I had to get everything all packaged up so that it's all pristine. So the winner is post number 87, She That Knits, Christine. Congratulations, you win the Anne's Story. So I think that is all the prizes. I feel like I rushed. I'm sorry. I don't know why I rush, but I'm trying to calm down. So if you heard your name, your Ravelry ID, or your name, I will ear burn all of you in the episode thread so that you will know that you won a prize. And when you realize that you've won a prize, please send me your mailing address on Ravelry, and I will get these shipped out and in the mail to you. So I hope you all enjoyed the Analog. Thank you so much for participating, and I hope you're excited about the Brontealong. And enjoy the rest of your day. It's Thursday here, June 1st. Got a lot to do, a lot of tidying up to do. So take care. See you next time. Bye.